So Kirby Tilt and Tumble has just been re-released for the first time ever on Nintendo Switch, and it's quite fun. But did you know there was actually supposed to be a Kirby Tilt and Tumble 2 at some point? You probably have never heard of it, as it was revealed over 20 years ago for the GameCube at Space World 2001. Much like the first game, players would guide Kirby by tilting the controller as he rolls around like a ball. But because the GameCube controller didn't have any motion capabilities, the game utilized the Game Boy Advance and a GBA motion sensing cart as a controller connected via link cable. No doubt an ambitious idea. The gameplay of Kirby Tilt and Tumble 2 was very similar to its predecessor. Get to the end of the level by dodging obstacles, jumping on enemies instead of inhaling them, while collecting yellow stars along the way. But even more interesting is that the levels were split into top and bottom layers, with the top sections displaying on the TV and the bottom ones on the Game Boy Advance screen. In the gameplay demonstration, Kirby went down a slide into the bottom of the level, disappearing on the TV and reappearing on the GBA. And as he went through that section, he eventually came across King Dedede, who would throw him back up onto the TV screen. In a way, Kirby Tilt and Tumble 2 kind of predicted the future of Nintendo's dual-screen and motion-based consoles. Sure, there was still Four Swords Adventures and Crystal Chronicles on GameCube, but Kirby's implementation of motion controls was ahead of its time, and further paved the way for the Wii, 3DS, and Wii U. However, the story of Kirby Tilt and Tumble 2 does not have a happy ending, as Nintendo wound up removing the Kirby branding and would instead make it into a different yet similar game, Roll-o-Rama, which replaced Kirby with a bunch of generic balls and shapes, removing any ounce of personality it originally had. Seriously, why did they do this? Despite having a demo at E3 2002, the entire project was quietly cancelled sometime later. It's not yet known why this project never saw the light of day, but it could have easily seen a new life on other platforms. It could have taken advantage of the Nintendo 3DS's 2 screens and gyroscope. Or better yet, it would have been a perfect addition to the Wii U's charming and experimental library of games. Maybe then the Wii U would have succeeded. It wouldn't have. Regardless, it's a darn shame Kirby Tilt and Tumble 2 was cancelled, and I guess all we can do now is enjoy the original Kirby Tilt and Tumble on our Switches and fantasize about what could have been. Either that, or play the closest thing we've actually gotten to a sequel, the Tilt and Roll Kirby minigame from the Forgotten Land. I just found out about it today, and it's very similar. But let me know in the comments if you're still holding out for a sequel to Kirby Tilt and Tumble. I mean, we finally got Metroid Dread, so anything's possible.